What's going on, guys? Jurassic here. Today we're back to EVE Online. Alright, so heading inside of our industry here, we should have a completed burst ship. So we can come on over here and click on delivery. Now we can finally finish the faction line for you. Alright, so the industrialist is going to be completely finished. We're going to get a Wraith frigate, so that's pretty cool. Congratulations, Cretaceous. With the successful production of that burst, you've proven that you have what it takes. I hate to see you go, but you have mastered all the challenges I have for you. There are plenty of mining agents out there who would be happy to employ someone like you who can get the job done. You can find them in the agency Mining Agents, or if you are interested in broadening your skills into other areas, you can start a conversation with any of the other career agents here at the station. Best of luck in the future, my friend. Stick with the Republic and you will do well. Nice! And I'm guessing we can craft this again for ourselves since we have 4 remaining blueprints if we really wanted to. Alright, so that leaves us to one last person to actually complete. So we need to fit a scan probe launcher and a data analyzer to any of our ships. Alright, so before you do anything in this mission, you want to first equip the probe launcher and also move the core scanners into your probe launcher. That way you actually have ammunition for them. Once you have that, you're good to go to undock. So the one thing that's kind of weird about this quest, even if you click on the view more information, it doesn't actually tell you where you're supposed to be going from this point. It just says data trading site. So you're going to want to actually scan inside the area that you're currently in. So as you see, we have the probe scanner, or you can do Alt-P. So you can launch probes all around the area. So let's go and launch a few. So it sounds like we're getting the most activity from down here, so let's go and analyze this one. And basically, this is going to identify all the different cosmic signatures inside the area here. Now you guys can see we found the data trading site, so now all you have to do is head over to it, right-click on it, and click Warp Within. It's a training area for capsulars studying how to scan down data signatures. Once the area is discovered, capsulars must use a civilian data analyzer module to recover the proof of discovery document from the container inside. That took a little bit to figure out, not gonna lie, but it's honestly not too complicated once you figure out what you're supposed to be doing. Good to see you're still sticking with it, pilot. You're doing well. Keep it up. You're now inside the data training site area. Ahead of you, you should see a training container. You will need to use a civilian data analyzer to access it, breaking down its defenses to get inside the core to unlock it inside. You will find the proof of discovery document that you need to provide as proof for finding this area. Normally, you could expect to find all kinds of useful resources inside a hacking container. All of it relates to a process known as invention, a research method used to produce advanced equipment in vessels known as the Tech 2 category. Tech 2 variants of modules and ships are often far more powerful, and many Tech 2 ships possess unique abilities. The skill books you would need to train in order to invent can be found in these sites, as can the materials required to begin research. For inventors, data sites are particularly valuable. Alright, so we have a trading container, and then we can obviously warp back to the area, so let's go and head towards the trading container here, so let's approach it. And once we get within a fairly close distance, we'll turn our afterburner off here and click on the open cargo. You can't actually open the open cargo yet, but the open cargo button allows you to just slowly guide your ship inside of the correct area here. So we need to be using our civilian data analyzer on side of the training container. And basically this is just connecting the dots here. So you see you can click here. And as long as you make it to the end without your numbers going all the way down, you're good to go. So we click on this guy, and this should be opening up our final areas here. System hack successful. And now you're able to open up to the cargo hold and get your proof of discovery. Alright, so now we're back inside of the Republic. We can speak to Wettiger once again. Cretaceous, come talk to me when you finish your current mission. Will do, sir. Give me the money. I'm grateful for your assistance. By the way, I have another mission prepared for you already. Next, you need to use your core scanner probes to find a relic site. You need a relic analyzer to hack open what you'll find there and bring it back to me. In general, relic sites loot is very useful for producing ship rigs, special enhancement permanently fitted to your individual ships. Again, keep in mind that while this training site is perfectly safe, failed hacking attempts in other sites may cause you the container and lead to ship damage. Alright, so accept the quest. I'm guessing this is going to be like the last one where basically we're going to have to send our probes out and find it ourselves. So let's exit and head on to discovering the proof of the relics. Before you go, make sure you reload your probe launcher since it seems to unload every time you go back to the Republic, and also be sure to have the civilian relic analyzer on. We already have that. But once you have both of those done, go and undock and head out to find the next discovery site. Once again, it's not going to tell you exactly where you're supposed to be going, so you want to click on your scanner, go inside of the probe scanner, and we're going to be launching yet another probe. Listen for the strongest ping signal because that's going to find the most areas here. You'll see that there's several different X's that you can find around the map. You can cover a wide variety, like roughly around here, which is going to identify most of the area sites for us. So let's analyze these and see what we get. So we have two outside of our radius here, so we're not sure what this one is or what you are. We have the relic trading site already mapped on our map though, so that's good to go. So let's go and head over to you.
Warp drive.
And basically this is just telling us where we can get the proof of discovery, civilian relic analyzer. Welcome back, pilot. You're now inside the relic site training area. Ahead of you, you should see a training container. You need to use the civilian relic analyzer to access its contents. As you approach the container, I will offer you further information on what you would normally find. You need to recover the proof of discovery document to complete the mission. Alright, so it's going to be found over here. So we're going to do the exact same plan as before. We'll get close to it, we'll turn it off, we'll click the open cargo button, that way it just sort of stops the ship. Most of these things are going to be within 5 kilometers. This is a relic container. In order to access the contents, you need to use the civilian relic analyzer. Normally, you'd expect to find all kinds of useful resources inside of most of the resources discovered when analyzing relate to the production of special equipment known as rigs. The skill books you would need to train in order to produce rigs can be found in these sites. As you can see, the materials and blueprints actually required to make the physical products for rig producers' relic sites are particularly valuable. Alright, so you're going to use your relic analyzer on the training container. And basically it's going to be the exact same thing as before, where you just run around and click all the buttons and you are good to go. There's not like a specific order that you have to do in these that I found just quite yet. Seems like literally just clicking every single box, as long as you have enough turns, you're good to go. But I'm not sure if that's just because this is like the tutorial area, so it's impossible to fail. But so far, we've actually been pretty lucky. Alright, so we have the proof of discovery inside of our inventory now. And let's head back to the Republic. And if you guys are new here, by the way, we do post daily. The EVE Online videos for now have been slightly smaller compared to normal videos on my channel. That's mainly due to the fact that there's a lot of very big, wide open missions that take plenty of time inside this game, and I want these tutorials to be nice and short, that way people who are brand new to the game are able to follow relatively quickly to get all caught up, as I'm also new myself and learning along with side of them. Thanks, I really appreciate your help. By the way, I have another mission prepped for you already. So this is going to be the last and final mission for you. Your last assignment is to scan down a gas cloud. We've created an artificial cloud pocket for you, and while you usually reap it with a gas cloud harvester, our only concern is that you make it through to the second area and bring back the proof of discovery document. Okay, so granted, you'll be granted this. Okay, so we get a pass key. This is going to grant us a burst ship that we just literally spent like 2 hours building, so that's interesting. So it looks like we're just going to have to go on a expedition to get all the way across. So let's go inside of our fitting here. because we don't have to refill our Gatling cannons every single time. It's just the probe launcher. Alright, so before we take off, I am going to want to grab our item passkey and put it on the side of our ship just in case we need it. So I feel like that's probably going to be pretty useful, because if you click on show info, it does say it's specifically for this proof of discovery. So I'm guessing you're not going to be able to activate the acceleration gate without it. But it's kind of weird that it doesn't tell us to actually put it inside of our ship. By the way, you can do it quickly by clicking on the hangars tab and going over to items, and then you're able to drag and drop stuff inside of your ship relatively quickly. Alright, so we got our probe, so now, let's see what we got. So we have the gas training site, which is already marked from before. Let's just go and warp within.
Drive active.
I think we identified most of the areas around here already. Excellent work. You're almost done, pilot. This is the last site. I'm glad to see you made it this far. You're now inside the gas site training area. Ahead of you, you should see another acceleration gate. To access the second room, you need to have the passkey that your agent placed inside your hangar. That is why you want to have it inside of your ship. It's kind of weird that that wasn't like a very important thing on the side here, but we went ahead and did it preemptively, so we're good to go. Alright, so let's head over to our acceleration gate.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, after we get through this is actually our final agent mission as well, so we'll be fully done with the tutorial part of the game and moving on to some more fun missions available to us. Alright, so let's turn on our jump jet basically and see if we can grab you real quick. Proof of discovery, all we need, and head back. Alright, nice. Starting our conversation up and complete the mission. With these lessons learned, New Eden is yours to explore. There are anomalies, signatures across the cluster just waiting to be discovered. Just check out the exploration section of the agency to see what's out there. Alternatively, if you want to try out other career paths before you venture forth, you can start a conversation with any of our career agents in the station. So now that you guys can see, we will load up our agents and every single one is fully finished. So this is actually a tip from the community manager, which we're going to be following. And also for any new players, once you fully finish all of your agents' missions inside of your university, the number one thing that they recommend is actually going to do the Sisters of Eve Epic Arc. It's a fun series of missions that take you on a tour of a high security space with some fairly decent rewards for new players. So that is going to be next up in our line of missions. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe, and let me know if this helped you get through the tutorial, because I know this one's going to be a little bit more confusing compared to the others that were a little bit more straightforward. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. And we also post EVE Online daily on the channel as well, so be sure to follow if you enjoy this content.